I'm opening the window.
I literally convinced myself it was the beach. It's so much better. Worth every penny. Saturday morning, a little healthy breakfast. Some leftover pizza from last night. Spending the day getting some stuff done. Need to run a little bit of errands. I've had a trunk full of clothes in the back of my car literally since we moved in, because when we moved in I had to clean out my closet a bit, and I'm finally gonna take it to Plato's today and see if they'll take some of it. I'm not really sure if they will because a lot of it's winter clothes, but whatever they don't take I am just gonna donate. And then I want to clean my car, so just a couple little errands. This is like, I do this Saturday like every couple months. Literally it's a Plato's run and a car wash, and I do them because when you drop your clothes at Plato's, it usually takes a little bit for them to go through them. So it's like perfect. I like drop my clothes, go get my car washed, and then by the time I'm done, usually they're done sorting. So it just works out. First stop.
I don't even know if you can hear me, it's so loud.
I'm opening the window.
Babe, I swear to God. Dropped my clothes off at Plato's, and now we're doing a little car wash.
Okay, now we get to do the fun part, which is like the vacuuming and the work.
You love work.
I hate work.
Let's get to work, babe.
Just washed the car. Feels good. I had to wash it because we're driving to the beach tomorrow, so I'm gonna be picking up some people. But it mainly was just vacuuming out sand, and we're just gonna fill it with more sand. So I kind of love that. I kind of love having a car full of sand because that means you live near the beach.
Near the beach.
Near, not at the beach. I'm not saying we live at the beach anymore. I literally convinced myself it was the beach, and like refused to think of it as anything else. We got some snacks for the boat tomorrow. I just picked up like a variety of different chips. We couldn't resist. These are the best cookies ever. If you know, you know. This is not for the boat, but I found a 6-pack of my favorite Alani flavor. So I grabbed it because it's the best. Claws, and Will got this, even though he isn't gonna be drinking, so.
I bought them for you. I'm gonna have you drink them.
I can't remember what the last thing is I talked to you guys about, but I just woke up. I fell asleep at like, I don't actually know, whenever this last vlog clip was, and I woke up at 6:30. So I literally like slept my whole day away. I really needed that. I'm actually a little bit anxious about going on the boat tomorrow because it is a Sunday. Like, I know how I am, and I basically need a full whole day to recoup after a day like that, which means I would need Monday to recoup, and that's not possible because Monday is a work day. Like, I literally had a girls' night in last night and I've had to sleep all day to recoup. But like, a Sunday's the only day that really worked for everybody, but I am a little bit nervous. I mean, it's from 11:30 to 3:30, so I feel like we'll be home by like 5, and then if I take a nap at that point I'll be screwed. So what I need to do is, I'm thinking out loud, but I'm gonna need to get back, prep for my week, so like make sure everything's cleaned up, do a good shower, all that, and then just like get in bed by like 8. And then hopefully a good night's rest will be enough to recoup me. I have so much editing to get done, so I'm gonna sit in bed for like an hour or probably 2 and try to get some editing done. And then I'm gonna force myself to do a whole like reset tonight before bed, basically like cleaning, because I do not want to screw myself for the week since I'm not getting my normal Sunday to do it. Don't totally hate me, but I am gonna cut vlog week, I think 1 vlog short, just because I was just editing and I definitely have like 4 minutes of footage for today. I mean, I have like 45 minutes, but I cut it down to like 4 minutes. And I already know tomorrow is gonna be hard to get like a good amount of footage, so I'd rather give you guys like one 20-ish minute vlog than 2 like 9-minute vlogs, you know? So instead of doing Saturday and Sunday, I'm just gonna do Saturday/Sunday. So I'm just gonna call it like a weekend. I'm adding in these Tanologist drops to my face lotion. These things work good because I'm gonna self tan and stuff, just so I look like I have like a good base layer on the boat. Oh, but too much. Stanky. Stanky. And I am gonna use this Pita Jane again. I really like it, honestly. It goes on so smooth. Guys, they are literally best friends. They literally wrestle. I'll have to catch it on video. But now they're done wrestling, so they're just vibing.
Yeah, Shinji.
Oh my god. I was feeling crazy, so breakfast for dinner, eggs, and Kodiak cakes. Happy Sunday. We're headed out soon to go get on the boat. This is what I'm wearing. My bathing suit is from Target. So, about to head out the door.
We made it. Look at my sunny.
And then if the owner cancels, what? You complain to both sides. They'll cancel. Okay, another dad joke.
Let's hear it.
Betty just hit the wall.
Never had it all.
On the boat. Oh my god. Boat day. We're on the. We're doing well. Don't worry about it. That's what I do. Krista is doing a great day. It's a good day. It's a good Sunday. We're having fun.
Having the most fun. Love you, baby.
Livy. I love this girl. I could give her a kiss too. I love her. Krista while editing.
We love
We just
you.
wanted to tell you we love you.
You're
And
perfect.
You're gorgeous, never change, you're hilarious. We love you.
And I want to give you a kiss on the face.
Me too.
See you later.
Bye.
We're home from the boat. It's about 5:15. So pretty much just got home, took a shower, got nice and comfy. I'm pretty happy with like how this whole day went because I'm home and I have like really 5 hours until I have to go to bed. So, and we did a good job of like leaving the place clean, and so I don't feel stressed. Like I don't feel like I have a bunch to do before tomorrow. I feel like I can just relax, take the night off and chill before we start work back tomorrow. So yeah, this whole thing honestly worked out really well. And the boat, like being on a boat is just so much better than going to like a public beach. Like, and it's only like with tip and parking and everything, like it'll probably come out to about 80 bucks a person. And it's just like so worth it because you spend that on a beach day anyway, just to lay at the public beach. So much nicer to go out into the water and see we saw, yeah, the water's gorgeous. We saw like a stingray and Will saw a dolphin. I missed it, but it's so much better. Worth every penny. I'm ready to have our chat of the vlog. I've thought a lot about what I want this chat to be about because it's our last chat. I think I want it to be about comparing yourself to others, I guess self-love, also overconsumption. So I don't know, this could go a lot of different ways, but the main thing here that I want to talk about is comparing yourself to others, because I saw a TikTok, I'm not gonna say the girl, but the feminine urge to compare yourself to every other girl and convince yourself you could be prettier if you found a new makeup technique, a good workout routine, or maybe a new hair color. And it's got like 1 million views and hundreds of comments of other girls being like, yes, this eats me alive, blah, 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 blah. That like shatters my heart into a million pieces. And it's so funny because it's much easier said than done, and I am definitely not the best at taking my own advice, but at the end of the day, I know all of these things that I am going to say are true. But my first thing that comes to mind when I see things like that are, how do you feel about your best friends? Like, I would never, ever, ever, ever in a million years look at my best friends and be like, oh, like she could look better if she did this or this or this, or she doesn't have this, or her body looks like this. Because you love those people and you don't think about people like that you love. So why do we think about ourselves that way? We are our own biggest critics, and you need to talk to yourself like you are your best friend, and you would never talk to your best friend a lot of the ways that we end up talking to ourselves. Also, if you're comparing yourself to like other people, everyone has something that someone else doesn't have, if that makes sense. Like, someone could look at you and want something that you have that you don't even recognize. It's amazing that you get to have it. I just think social media especially, it is crazy. I sound like an old woman, but it is crazy to watch how social media has changed just in the past couple years, really. So when I was in middle school, like, we didn't have social media. And I was in high school when the era of like 2013. So, you know, Instagram was like the heavy filters and much more casual, very, very casual. College is when it started kind of picking up, getting a little bit more serious. Like, influencers were kind of a thing. And then now, I mean, everyone's an influencer and everyone's sharing their life. And I think it's amazing. I love it. But it's so easy to get caught up in that and to compare yourself to other people. And I do think that's why a lot of influencers get a lot of hate. I do think a lot of it is jealousy, which I am first to admit. Like, I think some of these influencers live these amazing lives just because they kind of caught on to the wave, you know, and started sharing their lives really early. And so I find myself comparing and wishing I had what some other people had or whatever. I don't know what kind of flipped within me, but I really have gone from being really, really bad about comparing myself to other people to, if anything, I'm just comparing myself to previous versions of myself. And like, yourself is your only competition. You know, you just want to be a better person tomorrow than you were today. And I think also getting older, I've just learned that everyone has deep, deep, deep rooted insecurities and anxieties. And the best thing you can do for someone is just be a light in their day. You want people to walk away from a conversation with you feeling better than when they walked in. So yeah, this is a total ramble. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but I understand comparing yourself on social media especially. It's incredibly hard not to. But just a reminder that one, social media is fake. The thing I think is the most real is YouTube, honestly. But even YouTube, like, I think even YouTube, people filter the crap out of it. I know a lot of people don't even, like, I've noticed, at least, not that there's anything wrong with this, like, to each his own, but I noticed a lot of vloggers I watch, like, they don't vlog until they're like ready for their day, you know? I feel like I am like so raw with you guys, but yeah, it's also fake. There are also moments that are filtered, and you know, they're not showing you them fighting with their partner or having a fallout with their best friend, like, or their family's in trouble. Like, these things aren't put on the internet. Sometimes they are, but like, it's usually after the fact, you know? They're like, hey, I went through this. So you really don't know what anyone is going through in the moment. So that's why I just don't think it's fair to compare yourself on social media. Peyton Sartin is probably my favorite example of this. I love her to death. Her Instagram is like fucking gorgeous, aesthetic, beautiful. She looks like she's living her best life. And then on her podcast, she'll talk about that. She'll be like, yeah, I look like I'm living my best life this week, but actually I am depressed in bed, sad over my breakup, blah, 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 blah. and I just think she's really real. But even she says, like, yeah, Instagram is where you post your Pinterest quality type stuff. So it's nothing to compare to, because yeah, while she's out in LA living her best life, every night she's going home and being sad and crying about her breakup. Yeah, that's a really great example, I think. On like a similar but also different note, I do want to talk about overconsumption. This is just in a sense of something I am working on personally, and also regards to social media. I think a lot of people link and push things on you, especially with TikTok and Instagram these days. And it's something that I struggle with as someone who wants to save money and wants to be financially responsible in their 20s right now, and is really focused on that. I do find myself struggling with not purchasing things, and it's almost like you feel like you need new everything all the time. Like, oh, I don't have enough black t-shirts and I have 5 in my freaking closet. Or, you know, I need all new furniture when I move, and because that's what social media portrays. But it's just not true. And I know I do link stuff for you guys, I'm not gonna say I don't, but I really do try to link things that I genuinely like or have genuinely been useful to me. And I'm never gonna tell you that you need all new furniture when you move, or you need all new clothes. Like, there are such better ways to go about that sustainably. Facebook Marketplace is my best friend for furniture. So yeah, just a little reminder with the comparison thing, that that's not reality. The buying new everything all the time, that's just not reality for most people. Even though if you were on social media, you could easily convince yourself that is reality for most people. So like, it's okay if you're not buying a shit ton of clothes every month. It's okay if, you know, you can't get new stuff all the time. It's just reality for a lot of people. I hope this made sense when I go back and edit it. Just know that I love you, and please don't compare yourself, because there's so much going on behind the scenes all the time. But my camera's dying, so I need to plug you in, and I'll take you through the rest of our night. But it's pretty much gonna be me in this bed watching YouTube.